Here's an update for you regarding what's going on in the country. Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka on Tuesday announced that the United States of America has revoked his visa, making his entry into the country impossible for now. Soyinka disclosed this during a media party held at Kungi's Harvest Gallery, Freedom Park, Lagos, saying he was unaware of any wrongdoing that could have warranted the revocation. It is necessary for me to hold this conference so that people in the United States, excuse me, who are expecting me for these events or that events do not waste their time. I have no visa. I am banned, obviously, from the United States. And if you want to see me, you know where to find me, he says. And reactions have been pouring in, and it's all crazy. Kusamonde says a good development, in my opinion. He's an ethnic bigot. He protested against the government of Goodluck Jonathan, but is mute today under the administration of his tribal drug baron, even though things care 10 times, or things were worse 10 times. BCN says he promised to tear up his visa if Trump wins the election. Since he didn't keep up his words, Trump had to do it for him. This should be a win-win situation. Crazy guys. These guys on Twitter are crazy. Clement Tanimose says Professor Wole Soyinka and the U.S. Embassy have been at loggerheads for more than 1 month ago. He once made it public that the embassy sent him an invitation for visa re-interview, which he queried as strange. He then said that he would not honor the invitation. This revocation might not be unconnected with the refusal to honor the return interview. And it's crazy though. Why would an embassy invite you for an interview and you would not go? You say it's strange. I don't understand. What if they have changed their style and they want you to come and answer some questions? It's their country, so if you don't want to go there, then you stay back at home. And in any case, I think it's the best for them to even stay back at home. The likes of Nelson Mandela, who basically, was the leader of South Africa for so many years, stayed in South Africa for most of his life before he died because he hated anything that has to do with imperialism, because he felt that it is only the blacks that can actually disengage themselves from this imperialism that the whites are putting up. So I'm wondering why he's still going to United States for conferences. He should organize every conference within the confines of Africa, or maybe within Nigeria as well. Nigeria has got a beautiful place, beautiful location. If you cannot do it in Lagos anymore, go to Abeokuta. If you cannot do it in Abeokuta, go to Abuja, go to Kano, go to Enugu, Port Harcourt, and do your conferences. You mustn't necessarily be in Lagos. You mustn't necessarily be confined in one location, or maybe America, so to speak. So, and by the way, you hated America under Trump. You said it. If Kamala Harris lost, you're going to tear it. So there you go. They're helping you do whatever it is that you want to do. Isn't it a good thing? Welcome to the world. All right. Oluwade says the world will come to him. See as Baba fine. We will soon have Harvard, Princeton, MIT, and other top universities making pilgrimages to Abeokuta, Ogun State, straight to the legendary Kongi forest in Kemta. Baba isn't traveling anymore. Una do well. Laugh out loud is all I have for him. He has no integrity. He should sit his butt down in Nigeria and enjoy the dividends his narcotics dealing friend is dishing to Nigerians. Since he promised to tear up his visa if Trump emerged. What a double speaking crouch. He says, okay, remember that opinions are not mine. These are opinions I'm reading from social media, so you don't come after me. Ilorin, Mr. Lyron say, make Rufai calm down, small Jerry. Calm down, small Jerry. No be everything be oppression. Even Laureate, the experienced embassy mood swing sometimes. Maybe the U.S. immigration just tired for too much drama. But truth be told, Professor still remains the one of Nigeria's brightest minds, visa or no visa. You know where to find him. Okay. Let's see. Tinubu government did not help in building good image for the country, and the elites did not help matters at all. This may be the beginning of many problems. International bodies know what is happening in the country more than we, the citizens. Absolutely. Nguda says this is the best news of the week yet. He boasted he was going to tear his green card if real Donald Trump won the election. Well, why? Let's remind him again that real Donald Trump is the POTUS. Maybe the U.S. government wants him to fulfill his promise that he doesn't criticize any government until it's 2 years. The US has been waiting and decided to issue him a reminder. The hippo knows what to do. No, this is not right. Our esteemed Professor Wole Soyinka, defender of the drug master. This one says they are even supposed to revoke your year Nobel laureate because you're too biased. You know, a lot of persons are holding him to the standard of supporting the government in power, and so many persons think that if you criticize Goodluck Jonathan the way you did very fiercely, if you did the same thing with Buhari very fiercely, these are you two leaders you felt that are not doing well, and you criticize them very well. So what's holding you from criticizing this current government that hasn't actually really done well? What's the holding you from criticizing that? Then many people are saying that deep down, he he tends to be a tribal bigot because he's supporting his own tribesman, that is the leader of Nigeria. And if it is an Igbo man, if it is a Peter Obi, for instance, leading the country, God knows what he would have been saying by now. God knows what he'd have been saying by now. The same thing is even being said about Pastor Adeboye. Yes, remember Pastor Adeboye was a fierce critic of, Buhari. Under Buhari, he was all going ballistic. At some point, in fact, he even led a protest. But under Tinubu, well, things are he turns to prayer when he's his kinsman. Things are getting better. Things will get better. Things will get better. But when it's somebody else, you go on the street to protest. It's not. It's like it or leave it. Sometimes it's good for certain things to happen for you to really see the true colors of people, because so many persons hide under the cloak of government is not doing well and ride on that wave and make it look like they are speaking truth to power, whereas they are just basically not happy that a certain person is leading the country and they are not called to the table. A Buhari will not call an Adeboye to the table to feast. Neither would a Buhari call a Wole Soyinka to the table to feast. But a Tinubu would do for Adeboye and would even do for Soyinka. So you see the numbers, you see what I'm talking about. So however I want to look at it, trust me, this is what is playing out. It's tribalism that has put Nigeria here. It's tribalism that has pushed us to the edge, and it's tribalism that I think that will finally really destroy this country if we're not careful. I feel also that if we cannot really harness the goods that is involved in tribalism, I think we should go our separate ways. We should have like a Biafra, have a Dudua Republic, and have a country called Northern Nigeria. And everybody should go their separate ways. You will still be brothers, you will still be sisters, just like what Europe has done over the years, especially USSR. It wasn't, Russia all the while. There are several countries that have divided, and they are running perfectly well, quite frankly. And I don't think being together should kill people, or being together should be a must or by force. We've seen that our division is so wide, is so ingrained that some persons, almost always rile stupidly on our division to divide us every now and then. And so if we cannot really harness it, why don't we go our separate ways? Yes, go our separate ways. We'll still be brothers. There's nothing really wrong. Go our separate. Have that conversation and say, Biafra, you can go. Oduduwa Republic, you can go. And everybody stays on their own. And then you work together from different countries. Quite frankly, it wouldn't be a bad idea. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you as always.